Hey, welcome back to the channel. The decline in US tourism isn't just a theory anymore. It's happening, and it's getting worse. What really stands out is that even Americans in these clips are starting to speak up. Canada's pulling back, and so are tourists from around the world. Let's take a look at what they have to say.
The US travel industry is dead, okay? United States, once upon a time, used to be one of the locations in the world where everyone wanted to visit at least once, okay? But now, because of the Trump administration, just making it so dangerous, like if you're not a US citizen, to travel freely around the United States, every single country that's used to come here is putting out travel advisory saying, hey, you might get locked up in a gulag if you go there, right? And not only that, but I feel like people from other countries just don't want to come here as much anymore just because they're disgusted by the way that our government operates. So don't worry about seeing any foreign people at Disneyland because they're not coming anymore.
Canadians going to the US have decreased in the month of March by 900,000 people. You can read this article that just came out from CBC, and last month, this one that also came out from CBC. Basically, compared to 2024, in the month of February, numbers are down by 500,000 people crossing the land border. In March, numbers are down by 900,000 people year over year from last year, Canadians crossing the land border to the United States. And there is no sign of this slowing down. It's only going to ramp up. So be prepared, Americans. This summer, you're not going to see us traveling there.
Massive exodus of tourists are ditching America as their vacation spot, with a shocking 70% drop in Canadian bookings to US destinations. European travelers are choosing new destinations after Trump's re-election, with over half of Brits, Germans, and Swedes now viewing the US unfavorably. Bermuda and Europe are the big winners, seeing a 32% surge in summer bookings as travelers seek alternative destinations. This tourism shift could cost America $18 billion in lost revenue by 2025, threatening 140,000 hospitality jobs.
Are you thinking of taking a trip to the States? Do you want a bite of the Big Apple? Well, there are certain concerns, and you might be concerned as well. Figures fresh out of the United States show that for March, 17% fewer Europeans visited the States compared to the year before. And that's going to leave the industry with something like an $18 billion hole. What's been dubbed the Trump slump has been caused by volumes of anti-European rhetoric, media reports of people spending up to a fortnight in jails at the border, and of course, the international turmoil over Trump's tariffs. There are concerns that attendance at next year's FIFA World Cup that America's co-hosting could also be hit. Experts are hoping that the scale of potential losses will force the Trump administration to rethink the way it currently welcomes visitors.
Travel is down into the United States from around the world. It feels like there's been reputational
The country's
damage.
doing great.
Well,
Prices are down.
not the tourism.
Gasoline's down. Energy's down. Tourism is going to be way up. Where you see the numbers, the tourism is way up.
I know.
Now Canada, tourism's doing very well. We're doing very well. We're doing very well. Wait till you see the real numbers come out in 6 months from now. Wait till you see the numbers.
I don't know what real numbers he's talking about we're going to see in the next 6 months, but just the fact that he's talking about invading all these other countries, he's slapping tariffs on everybody, and then with these crazy deportations that are going on, the rest of the world is like, hell to the fuck no, am I going to the United States? One of the world's largest travel agencies, Flight Center, warned that it could lose more than $100 million in earnings this year, citing weakening demand for travel to the United States. In a statement to the Australian Securities Exchange this week, the company pointed to volatile trading conditions linked to changes in U.S. entry policy. Advanced bookings for Canada-U.S. flights in April through September were down over 70% compared to the same period in the previous year. And visits from Germany alone plunged by 28%. And then Secretary of State Marco Rubio giving a glowing welcome to everybody. Visiting America is not an entitlement. It's a privilege extended to those who respect our laws and values. We expect, and the law requires all visa holders to demonstrate their eligibility every day their visa is valid. Does that sound like a warm, welcoming invitation to come to the United States of America? We're going to treat you wonderfully. Well, some of y'all might get treated okay when you come here. Don't fucking come here.